Hi everybody, this is Brendan once again, and I'm sorry I haven't done a video in like 2 weeks or whatever. It's just because uh, my parents grounded me from making a YouTube video, which I deleted. But now I'm back, and I'm gonna do my underrated films part 2. And right after this, I am gonna do part 3 and hopefully not 4. Alright. The next one is the first one in this part is a movie starring Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson, and it's Anger Management. I love this movie. I don't know why people don't talk about this. I just think it's hilarious. I love the part called I love the scene called Arnie the Anger Monk, where where Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson they make fun of this monk named Arnie Shankman, who used to be Adam Sandler's bully in school. Yeah, it's a very funny movie. This next one is a movie with Macaulay Culkin, and don't hate me for this. And it also has Christopher Lloyd. Alright, I'll just... the pagemaster. I enjoy this movie, actually. I very much do. I mean, I don't really enjoy it, I just think it's okay. I used to love it when I was a kid. It encouraged me to read a lot. Now I don't really read that much. Even though I do plan to, read The Hunger Games Catching Fire and the 3 Divergent books. In case you're wondering, my Divergent review is tomorrow. But The Pagemaster is actually a good movie, in my opinion. This next one is a hilarious Eddie Murphy movie. And it's Daddy Daycare. I love this movie. I loved this movie ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was like 6 years old. There is actually a story behind this movie the first time I watched it, which is at my aunt's mountain house. I'll tell my story possibly in the next, I don't know, probably like next couple of weeks. Because I need to do other YouTube videos. Mostly movie reviews. The next movie is a movie starring Vince Vaughn and Ben Stiller. And it's Dodgeball. I just love this movie. This movie is like so funny. I love Patches O'Houlihan right here. He is like very funny. He's like he tells a lot of these he's very raunchy, and he's like he's a very dirty man, and just watch this movie if you haven't seen it. And Patches O'Houlihan is my favorite character. He is hilarious. The next one is supposed to be Mike Myers' worst film. I also have another Mike Myers movie. I might talk about that in like part 3 or something. Maybe in the next part. And it's The Cat in the Hat. I actually enjoy this movie. I talked about this in my Guilty Pleasure films. If you probably have seen it, but probably not, since it only has like 5-6 views. But I recommend you check this movie out. It's funny. This next one is a movie Uh, it's a film by Mitchell Gondry, and it stars Jack Black, Mos Def, and Danny Glover. And it's Be Kind Rewind. I think this movie is very funny. I love the movie where I love the part where they make the Lion King. That scene is hilarious. Sorry. This next one is an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. Well, this film actually does get talked about. I'll give you a clue what it is. Shut up! It's Kindergarten Cop. Just such a cute movie. I love this little kid right here. He's very funny. If you've seen the movie, you probably know what I'm talking about. Like the jokes that he does. This next one is an Adam Sandler movie, and it also has Kate Beckinsale and Christopher Walken, and it's Click. This has got to be probably one of the most tragic comedies you'll ever see in your life. Mostly towards the end, which I'm not going to give away. But it does get very dramatic. This next one is a Kevin James movie. And it also has Salma Hayek and Bas Rutten. And it's Here Comes the Boom. This actually just came out in 2012. This movie is actually very funny. To me, it's Kevin James's funniest movie. Yeah, so that's Here Comes the Boom. This is going rather nicely. We'll probably just make this in one part. This next one I already did a movie review of. It's Liar Liar. If you haven't seen my movie review, just go on my channel and check my movie review of this movie. Because I'm not going to put a link in the description or the annotations because I'm not really sure how to do that. But, yeah, Liar Liar. This next one is a 3D animated film by Robert Zemeckis and Steven Spielberg. To me, this is kind of like the 3D animated version of The Goonies. But my younger brother, Andrew, he's like 12 years old, he begs to differ. It is Monster House. I love this movie. This is such a funny movie. I love this little fat kid right here. He's like, oh my god, 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 I think I'm having a stroke. This next one is a movie starring Edward Norton, Liv Tyler, Tim Roth, and William Hurt. And it's The Incredible Hulk. Not the Eric Bana version, because that version is awful. This one is the 2008 version. I thought it was 2009 or 2007. But it's 2008. This one is just great. It has mostly because the Incredible Hulk and this other Hulk monster, I forget his name. Oh yeah, it's called The Abomination. They just collaborate for almost 20 minutes. It's just awesome. This movie is awesome. This next one is one of the funniest kids movies I've ever seen. It stars Nathan Lane and Lee Evans, and it's Mousehunt. I just love this movie. It's hysterical. I'm sure some of you have seen this movie. Not many people actually enjoy it. I know a lot of people that really hate this film, but I actually think it's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. This next one is a movie that came out in 2011, and it stars Anna Sophia Robb, which I currently have a crush on, Helen Hunt, Lorraine Nicholson, Carrie Underwood, and Dennis Quaid. And it's Soul Surfer. I love this movie. It's just an amazing film. It's a great true story. A lot of people don't like this film because they say it's a butchering of a true story, which it's not. I think it goes through the true story perfectly. But that's just for me. So, Soul Surfer. These next two, I'll just talk about them both together. They are SpiderMan and SpiderMan 2. Yeah. The first SpiderMan is just an amazing, amazing film. One of the greatest, I think it's probably the second greatest Marvel movie ever. My favorite is The Avengers. Marvel's The Avengers. Love that movie. This one is great also. Not as good as the first movie, in my opinion, but it's still good. And this does include the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head by B.J. Thomas. Raindrops keep falling on my head. From the movie Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The Oscar-winning song from that movie. It's also in this movie. So, Spider-Man films. I'm sure a lot of you have seen them. This next one is a Jackie Chan movie, and this is a movie that he did with Disney. And it's Around the World in 80 Days. I haven't seen the original version, not yet at least, but I'll give that one a try sometime, since I've heard a lot of great things about it. But this movie is pretty good. I think this movie is very funny. Mostly the scene where they go to France. That scene is just hilarious. This next one, a lot of people hate this movie, but I actually think it's semi-decent. It's superhero movie. I know, I'm gonna get a lot of hate mail for this. I don't really care. I just like this movie. This next one is a movie with John Cena. And it's 12 Rounds. A lot of people hate this movie also, but I actually enjoy this movie. Yeah, 12 Rounds. This next one is another film with Mike Myers in it. And it's a film that made him win a Razzie, which I don't think he deserved. I actually thought he was actually kind of funny in this movie. And it's The Love Guru. I think this movie is just okay. I didn't really care for it that much. But it is a good movie. I have 2 more movies left. So I don't need to split it into other parts now. This one is a movie with Dwayne Johnson. And it also has Anna Sophia Robb and Alexander Ludwig. And it's Race to Witch Mountain. I actually really enjoy this movie. This movie is actually very good. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you see it. And this movie, everyone dreadfully hates this movie. It's a movie starring Johnny Depp, and it's by Tim Burton. And it's Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 version. 2010? Yeah, 2010. I actually enjoy this movie. I don't think it's as good as Oz the Great and Powerful. I actually really enjoy Oz the Great and Powerful. But I think this movie is actually pretty good. Not as good as the 1951 version, which is an absolute Disney classic, but this one's still good. So, that's it. Make sure you like, subscribe, favorite, and comment on my videos, and I'll see you guys next time.